According to the owner, this has been getting progressively worse with time as she's been worked, and that would go along with some potential for arthritis right here. So we don't really know. I have an appointment with the vet next Thursday at 11 o'clock in Jackson, in Madison, Mississippi. It's a vet that I've used before. He's the vet that I use for a lot of this kind of stuff. And being a Thursday, that's when we do our live videos. So next Thursday's live will be while I'm traveling up to go to that vet. I want to take a minute and talk about Serena. This is the horse that is not moving correctly in the left lead, moves good in the right lead, but really short strides in the back left when we're in the left lead. And I had maiden wave done with her the other day, and we'll talk about the results of that. And then some other things that are going on here that I've known about, but I haven't talked about in the video. So in an effort to try to figure out what's going on with this left lead thing, I had MagnaWave come out, and if you're not familiar with it, it's kind of a electromagnetic pulse that will do almost like a real deep tissue massage. But since a horse's muscles are so big, you can only massage them so deep physically. So the MagnaWave helps get a little bit deeper massage and works those muscles. And I like to do that in several cases. If I have a horse that just doesn't seem quite right, I like to MagnaWave to kind of figure out where my issue is, because the person that's doing it can tell by the reactions on the horse. And I also like to do MagnaWave when I know there's specific soreness someplace, and soreness that like a massage will help. Certain things that will help. I mean, it's not going to help joint soreness like hock soreness or stifle soreness. It's not going to help that. She's kind of aggravated because I came in here and didn't take her out of stall. It's not going to help that kind of thing, but it's really good for muscle soreness. And since she wasn't striding good in the left lead, I wanted to see how it worked with those muscles. Now, something else that I've known about her, but I haven't talked about in videos that's important in figuring out what's going on. The left hind has been the issue, but if you can see, she's got something pretty major going on with this muscle right here. Pretty sizable hole there, possibly an injury, possibly a deformity, but in either case, there's something going on right there. I can get like 3 fingers inside that hole. It's like a cavity where a fairly sizable chunk of muscle is gone. I don't see any scars on the skin there, but there's definitely something going on underneath there. And on her head, she has a pretty sizable scar right here on her head. And this scar and that scar came from when she was very young. She was like a weanling, and a horse had run her through a fence at that point is what caused that scar. And I'm not sure if this on her neck is an actual scar from that or just the muscles not being formed correctly. And it's interesting that this is on diagonal of the foot that we're having trouble with, because your diagonals work together. So it's very possible that we're seeing the short stride there, but this is actually part of the problem, this muscle that's not letting this shoulder move correctly, because we really don't know what's going on with that muscle. And if she was run through a fence that caused that scar when she was that young, we don't know what's going on here. There could be some arthritis in her neck there, could be some stuff going on in her pole, might be some things that a chiropractor would be able to help, but I really want to get some x-rays right here and see what that structure looks like. I don't want to get a chiropractor out and start adjusting her pole if there's some arthritis going on right there. According to the owner, this has been getting progressively worse with time as she's been worked, and that would go along with some potential for arthritis right here. So we don't really know. I have an appointment with the vet next Thursday at 11 o'clock in Jackson, in Madison, Mississippi. It's a vet that I've used before. Getting frustrated with me. And he's the vet that I use for a lot of this kind of stuff. And being a Thursday, that's when we do our live videos. So next Thursday's live will be while I'm traveling up to go to that vet. And so that's an update on Serena, so that you know where we are with her. And as soon as I have more information, I'll let you know. Part of why she was sent here was to figure out what this issue is, why she isn't moving correctly. And I'm working through the steps. This is kind of an explanation of the steps that I want to take with her and what I think is the best situation for her, the best steps to take. Not always going to be the best steps for every horse, but the best for her. If you live up north in one of the colder environments, we're in the south. Our winters are usually pretty mild, highs in the 70s, lows in the 40s. If you'd like to send your horse down so I can keep it conditioned over the winter so you'll be ready to show when it comes back in the spring, or if you have one you'd like to get started, it's a great time of the year to start them, and then in the springtime we'll send it back home and you'll be able to continue. Now, see how she's kind of tired of me being in here. I opened the door. She's been in all night. She's like ready to go out. She's a little frustrated with me, so that's why a lot of this is going on. This isn't really a behavior issue. She's normally really good. She's just tired of being in here and doesn't understand why I'm not getting her out. So this is Serena. I'll put a link up here to her playlist on YouTube. Until next time, thank you for watching. You want to get a close-up of her nose or her shoulder? So if you have any questions about what I'm doing here, put it in the comments below and I'll see if I can answer your question. And if you're finding what I'm doing helpful, if you would click the like button, and that will help YouTube know to send the videos out to other people. If you have a friend that you think needs to watch this video, share it with them. Let them see what I'm doing and might help more people. I want to thank everybody for supporting me on Patreon. That's where I usually post some of the more detailed training videos. There's 3 levels, $5, $25, $75. $5 level, you get access to all those detailed training videos. $25 level, you get access to all the videos, plus you get 20% discount on video lessons, and you're entered for a drawing for a giveaway that I do once a month. $75 level, you get all of that, plus you get a free video lesson a month. I'll get thousands of questions a day. There's no way I can answer them all, but I answer Patreon questions every day. Patreon, Tim Anderson Horse Training. I appreciate everybody for supporting me there.